What's up, guys? It's Big T here, and I'm about to list my top 10 best players to build an NBA franchise with as of today. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and comment your top 10 players to build a franchise around in the comments below. Now, the reason I put Paolo here at number 10 is because just 2 years in the league as of now, he's averaging 21 points, 7 rebounds, and about 5 assists. This season, he was the 5th seed on the Magic, the best player on the team, and he took the healthy Cleveland Cavaliers, who were seed number 4, to 7 games in the first round. Now, if you ask me, taking a Donovan Mitchell-led Cleveland Cavalier team who was good all season long and taking them to 7 games in the first round in the series is absolutely incredible. 2 years in the league, best player on the Magic by far, only in front of Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs. I mean, take that into consideration, and taking this Donovan Mitchell team to 7 games. I'm personally a big fan of Paolo. I'm excited to see where his career goes. Not sure if he's going to stay in Orlando his whole career, since that's not a big market and there's not a lot going on there. But to see his progression throughout the NBA, I am so excited, and I can't wait to see where this young player is in the next 4 or 5 seasons. At my number 9 spot is going to be SGA. The Clippers fumbled a bag with this guy. The Clippers went ahead and traded SGA for Paul George and several first-round picks through the 2020 seasons. Through his last 2 seasons, he's averaged over 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. But he's somebody that you would want to go ahead and build a franchise around, especially with all this young, upcoming talent. Now, some of you might go ahead and hate me, but I'm putting Jason Tatum at number 8. At 26 years old, he's went to the finals now twice. He's averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, and about 3.5 assists for his career. He was the 3rd drafted in the 2017 draft, only behind Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball. But as a Duke native, he has a lot of potential, and he's about to hit the prime years of his career coming up. And we can only see what Jason Tatum has in store. He has potential of winning his first NBA championship as I'm recording this video. And in maybe a month, we can say he's finally an MVP in the finals with his first ring. At number 7, we got the young upcoming rising star, Anthony Edwards. Drafted number 1 overall in the 2020 NBA draft, averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in his career, and just got eliminated, unfortunately, in the Western Conference Finals. This young star is already being compared to the one and only Michael Jordan. At already 22 years old, he's on the number 1 seed in the West, carrying this team. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily carrying, but he's making the biggest impact on this team imaginable. He's definitely Timberwolves' pick to build a franchise around, and he's my pick number 7. At number 6, I'm going to go ahead and put Jalen Brunson. Do you remember when this guy played for the Dallas Mavericks? Well, me neither. But since coming to New York, this guy has been an unstoppable force. One of my personal favorite players to watch, as this guy just pulverizes anybody he goes up one-on-one with. I mean, just look at this highlight right here. He's about to slam a jam. Well, maybe not slam a jam, but he did that. At just 27 years old, I'm sure the Knicks would do everything in their power to make sure they're keeping this young talent on and building a franchise around him. Even though he hasn't made the finals in the NBA yet, Don't forget, this guy's won 2 national championships playing for Villanova, and I can see him at least winning 2 championships in the NBA before he retires. But with that all being said, Jalen Brunson is going to be my number 6 pick. You can go ahead and disagree with me. I know it's a little bit of a controversial take, but Jalen Brunson and his offensive premise is just what excites me, and I love watching this guy play. And halfway down our list, we got the Greek Freak, Mr. Finals MVP, defeating the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker, CP3, and DeAndre Ayton to win the first championship since 1971 for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Drafted back in 2013 as the 15th overall pick, who would have thought this guy would have been the player he is today? He's completely pulverizing. He might not have a jump shot, can't shoot free throws, but this guy is athletic as they come. At one point, they said this guy's going to rival LeBron. He's going to rival KD. He's going to be the next face of the NBA. But that's why he's halfway down my list, because with this guy's athleticism, his talents, and of course, his ability to finish at the rim, he is unstoppable. I'd say the only thing holding me back is he's not too old. He's 29 years old, but he just does not have the consistency when it comes to shooting, and especially at the free throw line, it keeps digressing every season, which I cannot understand. But to be halfway down this list, out of all the players in the NBA, is very, very good. And there's only 4 more players that I'd personally want to build a franchise around than this amazing phenom right here. But with all due respect, Giannis, welcome to number 5, and let's go ahead and see who our number 4 is. And look who comes clowning around at our number 4 spot. It is the Horse Racing Championship 3-time MVP, the Nikola Jokic. Dude was not even drafted in the first round. In fact, he was drafted 2nd round, pretty late, 41st pick overall. But this guy is a 3-time MVP, as I mentioned, and there's really no reason to doubt why he would be top 4. Now, this guy has took the Nuggets to the finals. They won a championship, and it's all thanks to this guy. Now, for his size, he's going to rebound, he's going to score, and he's an amazing passer. Probably the best passer in the NBA. Now, like I did mention, 29 years old, and he's taken teams to the finals. He might have got eliminated by the Timberwolves this season, but to be fair, that team was built just to beat this guy. I mean, come on, you're building a team to beat this goofball? That is crazy. But he's definitely a player that you would want to build a whole franchise around, even though I don't know how much longevity he would have in the NBA. I mean, clearly he doesn't like basketball too much. He'd rather be home. I'm not even sure why he's playing at this point. I'm sure he has enough money at this point, but he must do it because the fans love him, and I love him. Nikola Jokic, welcome to the number 4, man. I appreciate you, and I hope to get to see you in the NBA for at least 5 more seasons, and then you can go home. But I want to see your goofiness, your talents, and much more out of you for at least 5 more seasons, please. At number 3, you guys may have forgotten about this phenom, the absolute most electrical offensive player, Ja Morant. Remember that 2022 Warriors team that won the finals? Well, this guy in the playoffs averaged over 38 points a game against that squad. Now, if he can go ahead and stay healthy and stop getting himself into trouble, I would love to see this guy come back and blow up any team on any given night, because this guy was electric. I'm talking buckets on buckets. Top 3 for a reason, because any team would be lucky to be building a franchise around Ja Morant. Now go ahead and hate me in the comments all you want, but when this guy stops acting like a fool and stops getting hurt, this guy is going to be pulverizing your favorite team in any playoff series and any given night. But there's only two other players that I would take over this young phenom, and I hate to discredit him, but there's just two more players that is more talented and might have more longevity in the NBA because they're going to stay out of trouble and they might have a better future and skill set, possibly. At my number 2 spot, but he was the number 1 pick this season. He's the alien sitting at 7'4", Victor Wembanyama. This guy has an incredible rookie season, and just the blocks alone, I'm going off the top of my head, I'm thinking it was like, what, 244, 254, something like that. I remember it ended with a 4, and it was crazy. But I think he averaged 3 a game, over 3 a game, something like that. But at only 20 years old, this guy is going to be running the league for a long time. Despite playing on the San Antonio Spurs and having a poor record this season, you can and definitely will be seeing this guy in highlights and pulverizing your favorite teams for years to come. Now the Spurs got my second choice pick to build a franchise around this young man right here. And they should, because this guy might be even number 1. I mean, at only 20 years old, you got at least 17 more good seasons ahead of you, and you're going to be reaching your prime in the matter of 6 seasons. I mean, who wouldn't want this 7'4" defensive monster? And not only a defensive monster, but this guy is going to be buckets when he figures this all out. I mean, just look at this, pulverizing any defense. I mean, he can just lay layups, a dunk for him. I mean, this guy's leaving me speechless. I mean, 7'4" and athletic as all hell. I mean, Kevin Durant. I mean, I digress. Come on, guys. But at number 2, this guy is a force to be reckoned with. I would not want anybody else but one certain man over this guy to build a team around for my franchise, and that one certain man is coming right up. Now my number 1 pick to build a franchise around is none other than my Pookie Bear, Luka Doncic. He is the best player in the world. There is none like this man. This man can do it all. He's hitting triple doubles. He's breaking parlays. He's doing all that the number 1 person to build a team around should be doing. And as I'm recording this, just eliminated the number 1 seed in the West and the Western Conference Finals to go to the finals and play the Jason Tatum Celtics. There is so much hype behind this guy who was drafted in 2018. Now, he was drafted 3rd, believe it or not, behind DeAndre Ayton and what Markel Bradley, or I forget his name, but he went to the Kings. I don't know, but this guy is a bucket. I mean, if you were the Hawks, you fumbled it back hard. Now you got babyface Trae Young when you could have had the number 1 person to build a franchise around, and that's why the Mavericks are going to the finals. Now, will they win? Probably not. I predicted them to win next season. Jason Tatum's going to get a spotlight, his MVP in the finals this season, but Luka is a reign of terror, and he's going to be a reign of terror. My Pookie Bear, Luka. I mean, come on, 25 years old, you're going to the NBA Finals, and you're top 500 in Overwatch 2. I mean, come on. He's a number 1 draft pick for building a team in Overwatch 2. I mean, he's in both my picks. Why? I mean, come on. But I'm fangirling right now. But Luka, you definitely earned the number 1 spot, and if I had to name some honorable mentions just off the top of my head, I'm not even going to go off script right now, even though I don't have a script and I just sound crazy. Some honorable mentions, Devin Booker, he's pretty elite, pretty nice, pretty young. Jamie Jaquez, I really love Jamie Jaquez. Underrated rookie this year. Gigi Jackson's a very young, talented player. Watch out for him. What else? Whew. I don't know. I'm just filling up time right now, just rambling on. But yeah, Luka number 1, and those are my top 10. So leave a comment what you think. Subscribe and like for more. Sorry for making this so long, but enjoy the 14 minutes and over 30 seconds of me rambling on about these players.